This morning I woke up to a complaint. Someone in my community had been DMing other members, trying to sell them on some Shopify setup or something like that. He's a total stranger, straight pitch, no context, so I banned him. But here's the thing, I don't really feel angry about it. I feel sorry for him. And I wanted to tell you why, because I think it's actually a lesson about communication that applies to way more than just spam. See, he'd reached out to me directly at one point too, so I'm pretty sure he's a real person, not a bot. And maybe he was someone who genuinely thought this was a workable way to get clients. Slide into people's DMs and go straight for the sell. When I read his messages, what struck me wasn't that he was a bad person. It's that I think he had no idea how to have a conversation. I mean, he could have opened with anything shared. It's a specific community, so you could start talking about what the community's about for starters. But he didn't, and he couldn't build any context. He went straight from hi to here's my offer. No bridge, no build up, nothing. And it felt jarring. It felt off. Because that's not how humans actually talk to each other. And that's when I thought about creating this video and landing on the phrase, the tragedy of the spammer. Because I don't think most spam comes from bad intent. I think it comes from a skill gap. Somebody needs something badly enough, like they're desperate enough, that they skip every step that makes conversation work and they go straight for the ask. And I've felt that desperation before. I've been in need of whatever at times in my life. So I have some empathy for that desperation. And desperation's not a character flaw. It's a communication failure. And I see it constantly in less obvious places than the spam example. I mean, watch a normal conversation between two people. They don't open with the point. They open with somewhere shared. Unless it's a meeting, usually they open with somewhere shared. A comment, a question about the day, shared interest. They build a little trust, a little context. And then, only then, do they veer the conversation or steer the conversation towards what they actually want to talk about. And that steer is a skill. It's called structure. Without it, you don't sound thoughtful. You sound like a stranger who wants something from someone. And it doesn't matter how good your offer is. If that's the way you're approaching it and you've already lost trust, it doesn't matter how good your offer is. And I see this constantly with both speakers and with founders I work with. Somebody's got a genuinely brilliant idea or offer, but they open their pitch, their talk, even their LinkedIn message with the ask. No context, no door in, just the pitch. And the audience does exactly what my community did to that spammer. They tune it out, they block it, or they report them. And here's the fix. It's the same one I'd have given that guy if he'd asked me the first time instead of pitching me, right? 1, open on shared ground. Something true for both of you, not about your offer. 2, build a small amount of value or connection before you get to the point. A question, an observation, something that shows you're paying attention to them, not just extracting from them. And 3, earn your transition. Let the conversation naturally steer towards your topic instead of jump cutting it, to use a film phrase, like jumping from one thing to the other. That's the difference between a pitch that lands and a pitch that gets you banned. Now, I'm not defending spam. I banned the guy, and I'd do it again. But every time I see this pattern, I feel for the person behind it. Somewhere along the way, nobody taught them how a conversation actually works, how it moves, how it flows. They just knew they needed something, and they didn't know how to ask for it like a human. So if you want to fix this in your own pitches and talks, I built a free checklist that walks you through exactly this, how to build clarity and structure into anything you're saying so people lean in instead of tuning out. The link is in the description. Grab it and go build the version of this conversation that doesn't get you banned.